All right, welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. What's up, baby? 5. We made it back.
Yes, sir.
You know how long ago that was?
No, I don't.
You want to guess? Sorry, bro. We're back at it again.
I'm not keeping tabs, so you remind me.
Jesus Christ.
Yes.
Jesus
I'm
Christ.
not keeping tabs. How long has it been?
It's I think the last thing we published here is October. Definitely over 2 months.
October. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. 2 months
November,
ago.
October, a little bit more than 2 months. Yeah. But welcome back to LolaOla.com. You know,
Welcome.
as you know, we come here, we just talk, have a conversation about marriage, relationships, dating, husband, wife, Okwatobo issues. Why's your face like that? Wake up, baby. She just woke up, so. And she
Took a
needs to-
quick afternoon nap.
Yeah. So the first thing I want to talk about is Love and Prestige, the book. We're working on the book, Love and Prestige. What do you understand about this vision for this book? What did we discuss? We talked about.
About this book,
Yeah.
we're gonna have 12 different scenarios with marriage. I think it's 4 when it comes to marriage, 4 when it comes to relationships, and 4 stories when it comes to dating.
Dating, relationships, marriage. Yeah. So
Yes,
yeah.
all inclusive.
So we're putting together a very nice manual that anyone can pick up based on our opinions, purely our opinions. You know, and what worked for us, what we've seen work for other people, what we've seen consistently over the past 15 years of marriage, plus all these other examples that we know,
Right.
plus our own life, plus our parents. Both our parents are still married.
Yes.
Why are they perfect?
No.
Maybe you'll find out in the book, but
No one is perfect.
exactly. But something is still keeping them together, right?
Yeah, true.
And it's not toxic, like a lot of people try to clear. They say, hey, it must be, people are, people say they're married, but they're suffering more in the marriage. We're not going to give you such examples either.
But why are people quick to conclude that?
I guess because it's true. Some people do stay in
then
toxic.
keep it some.
Right.
It's never all.
But your question is like, why is it that every time you hear, why are you quick to run to
maybe
the?
they are in toxic? No, I feel like people, especially miserable people,
Right.
like to hear that.
Right.
So when they see someone
Right.
in a toxic marriage, they're like, thank God, that's why I'm single. No, that's not why
Right.
you're single.
Right.
Why are you here, lady?
It's dead. But anyway, so stay out of the camera, baby. Stay out of the camera.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bye-bye. Go upstairs. Bye, baby.
Bye-bye.
See you later.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like people are quick to, when someone is for example, let me use me as an example. For example, now I'm single and my relationships are just not working.
Right.
They just don't seem to work for some reason.
Right.
And then I see stories that align to my situation. I'm like, that's cool why I'm single. Thank God, though. I don't want to.
Right.
People tend to be like that.
So is it like they're celebrating it?
I don't think they mean to celebrate it.
I don't think they
just
mean
feel
it
like-
too. It's the natural.
I just feel like there's something Yoruba people say, Ajegbodo.
Right. There's English for it.
What's Ajegbodo?
Misery love company.
Misery love company. So instead
Yeah.
of you to go and check why you are the way you are, like what is it about me
Right.
that I can attract? So you now say everybody's going through that. No, it's different situations.
Exactly.
For different people. So
Exactly.
not all, but some. Yes.
Yeah. So we are working on Love and Prestige, the book. Definitely look out for that. And the way we're probably going to publish each chapter at a time. So you definitely want to stay subscribed here. You want to stay glued here. You want to share, subscribe, like, all that kind of stuff. So you can make sure you're notified as we start to release the chapters one at a time. Like she said, We're gonna release 4 different, almost master classes on dating, relationship, and marriage. So whichever one you fall in. Somebody said, "What about single?" If you're single, then you should be open to dating.
Yeah.
If you are interested in the topic marriage, right? If you're engaged in this topic in conversations about marriage, you are interested. No, I'm just interested. I just want to save the world from marriage. Okay, then you shouldn't be part of this conversation, you know. And that's fine, by the way. But you shouldn't be part of this conversation. We're talking strictly to people that are marriage-minded and inside of marriage.
Do you think that the world can survive without marriage? Now, I'm not saying one person or 2 or 10,000 people. I'm talking about the world in general.
I mean, I think the world can survive without marriage, but something we have to replace the value that marriage brings to humanity, which is a structure, cornerstone of society, brings us security. It kind of put things in order. Right?
Sounds like companionship to me.
Companionship is not necessarily order. Companionship is me and you are just in love right now and we're spending time together.
Wow.
But that's more of a noun thing. Marriage puts that over, has the commitment to it.
Well, I think companionship is a little deeper than just me and you are here, we're just together.
How so?
I feel like the only thing about companionship that is different is that you don't have a cut paper, a written rule.
You don't think the paper actually affects the way we think our mindset?
I think it does.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but I think that companionship is still a little bit deeper than regular relationship. It's deeper than hookup. There's a level of commitment in it that doesn't even feel
What's the
like
level
it
of
doesn't
commitment?
feel.
How long is the
it
commitment?
doesn't feel like commitment because you guys are having a good time. There's no written paper anywhere.
It's a dangerous game, and I'll tell you why.
Companionship?
Yes. The way you explained it, particularly.
I think I know a few people that they're not married, but they love and respect each other, and they live in that.
You
they
promise
live
to
like
share
their
this
partners.
with me when we're done?
No, yeah, I will share it with you.
Okay.
They live like partners.
And I hope Oprah is not one of them.
marriage.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Because everybody's quick to talk about Oprah.
Yeah.
Isn't that some kind of commitment? Like some kind of
I said I hope
companionship?
Oprah is not one of them.
Well,
How many Oprahs do you know?
Isn't Oprah's on some kind of companionship? She's been with that guy for how long?
No,
Are they still together?
No, what they have is something we will never know. They're not normal people like us. These are billionaires in different class of life.
This is a question.
No, I answered it now. I'm answering it.
No, but isn't that companionship?
No, I don't know
Haven't
what
they
they
been
have.
together? How long have they been together?
It's more with the way you described it. You're saying, I want to go back to what you described. What you described is where it's some level of. Unfortunately, commitment doesn't work like that. Marriage doesn't work like that. It's not the same thing as marriage. Marriage has a term to it. It's forever. Every contract or covenant will have something called a term, like a period of time. It's to death do us part. Any contract, even real estate or any other business, they have a time where it expires. You know what I'm saying? But companionship is open-ended.
Which I think is what is killing marriage, till death do us part. What is that?
It means you're doing it for a lifetime.
The death do us part kind of put some pressure to it.
No, it means one person will pass away. It ends
I know what it means.
So what do you
I'm
mean?
just saying
How's
I
that
don't
pressure?
believe in that the death do us part thing. Because there are times that people grow apart, there are times that people don't align and they have to go back and renew whatever they have together. But the death do us part, I feel like does not allow people to like sit down and say, okay, you know how at jobs you have reviews? Like as partners, you can sit down and talk about things. It doesn't let you do that. What do I have to worry about?
Well, isn't that
She's mine
true?
till death do us part anyway.
No. Well, that's part of things we discuss here. We know that doesn't work, but on the surface, before we get deeper, which we'll get deeper into these conversations, right?
Right.
Before we get deeper, when they say what is marriage, what kind of contract is it has a term to it, meaning period that the thing is existing. That's all I'm saying.
So when God created
Companionship, no, before you change topic on me,
Yeah, I'm not
companionship doesn't have anything like that. We don't have anything we're committed. There's nothing we are agreeing to. We're just together. So if one person, which will happen, decide they feel different, 3 months, 6 months, there's nothing holding them down.
Yeah.
And in one aspect of life, you're right. That's a good thing because you feel free. But in the other aspect of time, the other time person you committed to do life with, they're like, I'm not ready. But they're devastated.
But the people that I see that usually do companionship are not young people. They are usually older people, like middle-aged people. What? They're like divorcees that don't want to go back into marriage, and they're like, you know what, me and you were partners right now. I've had my kids, you've had your kids. There's no reason to go to the court and be doing all this. It's not necessary. We're committed to each other. Let's just do the companionship stuff, and it seems to work for them. They don't.
What do you mean it seems to work for them?
Because they don't. I feel like
what does that mean?
The marriage license have a way of just making people grow wings. That's why you will hear the woman say, "But I'm your wife," and the husband say, "I'm your husband." I can tell you what to do.
You know me, I don't do well with generalizations.
Right.
So I need real life examples.
I'm just in the few.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm not disagreeing.
People that I have seen do this, it seems to work.
No, listen. There are Arugo who will see. They sit down somewhere. They're having a good time. These people have done their life. They're not. Their level of expectations is extremely low.
Maybe that's the reason why there's no expectations.
For us to preach that at 34 to 54-year-old people, it's just unrealistic. Because we're human beings and we fall apart and we misdo and misnya when we don't have structure. So, and I'm not saying.
So we need the marriage structure, Loroko.
Your question was that.
Can the world survive without?
No, the world cannot survive without order. Not particularly marriage. If marriage is bringing some sort of order to things, you're going to need something to replace that. You can't just say, let's throw it away. You need to replace it. It's like you are setting new rules, wherever those rules are identified. But understand that marriage has stood the test of time, but it's also failing because there's something ahead. So
failing rapidly.
So, but what it was representing was order for the chaos that human beings generally have. So that we can actually build something and not just be here without a purpose. So
okay.
But yeah, so love and prestige. Imagine this conversation, right? Imagine a whole book.
I'm just saying, like
a whole book around this, right? And then because we rub minds, there's no perfect anything anywhere. But when you rub minds together, 2 is better than 1. Orimeji is better than So I think it's good to rub minds together, and that's why
2 heads that can get along, Sha. Not the 2 heads that are button.
Yeah, the topic is always deeper as usual. Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.